Grand Rising YouTube, Grand Rising, good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again, despite the energy that I had after the Pisces moon energy, that I was only going to come back to do full moon, new moon, and portal energy, 10, 10, 11, 11 reading. The reason I came back is because in my last reading, 10, 10, I explained that I couldn't find this card after the segment of readings that I did in regarding season 9, which is a breaking news not released fully to the public. So anyway, I've been doing some work, forward movements, this and that. So I've been doing major clear-outs. Well, not even major, it's towards the end of all of that now. But anyway, I came across the card. I found the card along with my my quantum deck with the cards that came through within those readings. There's 8 readings. So it kind of made me chuckle. Because this is the card that I had in replacement of. It is also a card that came out within the segment of readings, which is called Wish Upon a Star. Card number 39, break it down to again the 12 dancing princesses. I find myself keeping explaining this since coming back, but I feel like it's because I'm still breaking it down numerology wise. With the energies that I'm tapping into, but I'm very sure of that I'm reading for the 12 dancing princesses, the energy of the 12 dancing princesses that I feel and see as the 12 tribes. Break down to the 144. 144 divided by 12 is 12. It's kind of how I got that. So then everything else after that is kind of relevant in regards to those segment of readings that I did. Going back to the story of the 12 dancing princesses, which I explained at the time, they was in an energy of captivity by their father. Another energy came towards them, which was the children of Lur. And for me, I also feel like I'm tapping into the energy of the children of Lur. So that's my readings will fluctuate. I'm reading for the energy of the children of Lur also, which was princes that was also in captivity by their father. This is where I pick up the energy of polygamy, because the numbers are not balanced. Take it away from the 144. Well, no, let's not. But anyway, so we've got the 12 dancing princesses along with the story of the children of Lur. 5 princesses. So that's the ratio just don't balance. So anyway, what I kind of figured out in regards to the energy of the children of Lur were that they were energies that came through as trigger energies to awaken the 12 dancing princesses back onto their path of remembrance of their mission of why they're here. So along with the 12 dancing princesses, now within those readings I broke it down. So put aside the children of Lur for a second. I broke it down. Card number 30 came through. 2 little witches. But 30, it didn't really make sense to me because for the couple of years I've been doing tarot, there's some kind of reflection within the numerology and the image. Not always, but for me at this time, that's what I picked up on. So I said to myself, there's one missing. 3. So 3 to one side. From the 12. 9 left. So now we had the energy of 22. Voodoo in blue again. I picked it up as a karmic energy. So from the 12, you now take away 4 because you break down 22. It's 4. So now you're left with 5. See where I'm going with this? So now you're left with 5. But again, it's a bit foggy there for me. So again, I feel like that's why I'm repeating it also, because I'm making sense of it in regards to numerology and listening to the inner guidance, because this is telling a story. I was had to break for a minute and delete and upload. But I believe I was saying the energy that I felt I was in was within a different realm, within that Pisces energy. But it was the energy, that shift, that 5, that change. And these 2 cards, change and creativity, came out this morning when I was holding this mess. I began writing at 6:41, but I was awake from around 4 plus, around that energy time. And I was just thinking and I was thinking, but I was also going back to the reading. This energy, like I said, is an energy to trigger those who's resonating into the change, into the shift with your creativity. As I was writing, I kind of got the title for my seasons 1 to 9. I kind of got the full title of what I want it to be. Like every movie's got a title. The 21st century, Lost Books of Israel. So this is this time. That was then. This is now. That was then. This is now. It's like, as I was writing, I kind of made notes and bullet points, and I'm not even going off of that right now. But going back to year 5, UK, you would have been around 10, 11 years old. Again, 10, 11. But anyway, and in my class I was famous for comprehensive writing, which is imaginative writing. Like, my teachers saw the potential in me through my writing. But then, as I'm old enough now, and I look back, and I say to myself, because I look at my auto writing now, and I say to myself, was it that I was in another realm in that time of my creativity and my comprehensive writing? Because the energies that I'm tapped into, this energy, that realm I was within was an acoustic record energy. I literally saw like bricks. I was in a place where I saw bricks. It kind of reminded me of season 5. What a few lessons you learned on all the well. You carry when the time could I tell. If you don't learn now, then not. You understand? I understand that my music holds certain relevance to the energies that I've tapped into. But alright, let me just go back to what I started writing this rising. So again, I started with the date, broke it down. So anyway, I started writing unapologetic, followed the guidance within, with a humble heart, that the Most High, that the same Most High that giveth, can also taketh away. I was going in again, like I just spoke about, with my music and the energies that my music shows me that I'm tapped into, that's around me. High-end predictions of triggers to come or to overcome, or that's overcome, that may have come in to take you off your mission, break your nature, you know, that kind of energy. I started writing a song which I think I'm going to upload separately to this. I started writing a song. I wrote a song a while ago. It comes through within my oracle cards, my What's the Saga oracle card. You may have seen it come up in other readings called Tugger Man. What is a Tugger Man? Gentleman mixed with the bad man. Overall, no godly man. Gentleman mixed with the bad man. Overall, not godly man. Sorry. So anyway, going back to this, I wrote another song on the 9th, so it was just before the 10-10 energy. So I kind of knew the energies I was going to be tapping into, shadow energy, you know, that Saturn Pluto energy. But again, I'm going to tag it into this. So then there was an extension, so I was writing, so basically, Toga girl, listen to the Toga queen. Time, your time and yours, and mine now. Your time and yours, mine, my time and mine. So anyway, it's new, so it's a bit flaky right now. It says, judge me, be me philosophy, me fling 2 cards that me get from the prime time, and that's no crime. Judge me when me I make 2 rhyme. You understand? Just playing with words still, so then boom. Just as I thought I kind of got over the numerology energy is when I clapped my eyes on this now deck, which was on the table with another load of cards that I was going to use for my new moon in Aries reading. So anyway, I picked it up and I just started shuffling, and these are the 2 cards that came through. 5, the change and creativity. 3, break it down to 8, that's that generational energy, that's that infinite energy, that's that generational chain breaker energy. The time is now. Again, it goes back into the song that I'm going to connect to this reading, because the energy is the energy of moving away from. So again, just numerology, I just realized, boom, I just got hit with the numerology again, so I started breaking it down again further. But again, I just explained that. But one thing I did realize is, through the numerology that I picked up on today, just small section of it, is that there's a one energy still remaining, kind of out there, and I feel like that's the one energy, that 1% of the 12 that I'm connecting with, that very small percentage. So when I started this and I said unapologetic, I'd like, for an example, like you see most channels may have names that's like my previous channel, Empress Earth Wisdom 1111, very catchy. But you see, when you see certain channels and the names as long as was never a child but was always a soul, are intuitively guided, that's because, you see, if anybody's got the patience enough to read that and understand what that means deeply, then I'm connecting with that percentage of that energy, and I can see by my subscriptions that's exactly as it was meant to go, and I've always been guided to understand that's how it was to be, that small percentage. So all of my readings from Empress Earth Wisdom 1111 to this channel, it made sense to me. It's a whole storyline of the small percentage of that one. And again, like I said, the more I explain it, the more it's kind of making sense to me. If it's not that one, because again, I feel like the children of Lur could also be maybe that one that's missing from the 3. I don't know, 1 to 2, who knows? But either way, that one energy is definitely one of the 12. One of the 12. Then I had to have a pause. Long intro, I know. I had to have a pause. But it's all relevant, I feel like, to the energy that's going to come through. I haven't pulled any cards yet. I had to have a pause because I had to get through certain things of the day, X, Y, and Z. So when I came back now, I came back and I was just up on YouTube. And I was just listening. And as I was listening, I saw a reflection of the music that I'd been writing. And then I remembered one of the videos, if I can find it I will put it in the description, that I did on my Empress Earth Wisdom 111 channel. And it was a kind of rant. It was a short video, but it was a rant talking about why must we always use quotations like new level, new devil, if we're talking about a higher vibration, and the things that we say is very powerful. The tongue is powerful, they say. So why not try and figure out something else to say in replace of that? So then when I was looking and I saw this reflection of the music that I write through my album, which when I create it, it's going to be called From Shadow to Light, Yin Yang symbol. It kind of reminded me of a low vibration. It was almost like I was looking at myself of going back to one of my songs. This is not a lesson for you, but for me. It's coming like the most I draw me back a old tree. You understand? A very naive, let me say, age that I was at back then. So as I was looking, I saw the reflection. And it was a reflection that I kind of admire, because the energy or the channel is an intelligent person, let's say. So I wouldn't even say disappointed, because I saw the energy kind of creeping up for a while. So that's that. But I saw a reflection of self. It's that whole releasing of that Saturn Pluto energy of season 9 and the leading up to season 9. I drew upon energies of Snow White, Little Red Riding Hood, going back to Lilith, not Eve, Lilith. Yep, stemming right back to Hera. So this is at the beginning. This was in season 1. So then I saw a pattern going back to the energy of Moses, and I realized the titles that I was giving it, especially the first 2, Genesis resembled, then Exodus, and then the fairy tale energy started to kick in, and then here we are. But it got real deep. There was definitely a middleman, a grey area, the untold. It was funny because I saw one, I can't remember what it was called, but it was basically something that you was never taught. So that's the middleman grey area. It came through strongly within the Pisces energy. But putting that aside now, because I kind of snapped out of that wrong, back to a kind of normality, reality, inner standing. So I'm going to kind of cut that intro there and pause. The Loving Man, card number 5, people. And we got here the Healing Light, card number 8, everything I've just said. When you add the 5 and the 3 from the numerology guidance deck, 5 and 3 is 8, changing creativity. Boom, we've got the 5, which is the people that's around you. Maybe there's a need to have to change the people that's around you, or that change that you've made of the people that's around you has brought you that again, going back to the 1010 reading, there was a high energy of soul tribe. So this could be that you've now connected to your soul tribe. Going back to the readings that I did on my other channel, Empress Earth Wisdom 111, I done a 4-segment reading, which was a personal reading, and I spoke about when I wished upon a star. And when I look here, I see 15 stars. I actually counted them. There's 15 stars. There's also hearts here. Didn't count the hearts. But the number for me right now for 15 is significant. It's very significant. Break it down to a 6. And I said that I asked a question at this young age upon the moon and the stars, which was within my vision. and it was only 30 years later plus, which is now. Now is the time. Is when the answer was revealed to me. Slowly but surely, I now understand. I understand about my creativity, my comprehensive writing, the way how I see the world, my perception of it all, is how I've got through by listening to that inner light within me. And for those who I'm connecting with, tell me more about the energy of the two little cards. So this is for card number, it says stuck energy. Again, stuck within that cycle. And all you have to do is, well, I was going to say is just look behind. But stuck energy, this is the energy of the two little witches. Just the illustration of this card is deep for me right now, and again it's card number 8, energy. Stuck within the people and your surroundings and your healing, knowing what's needed to be done for that rainbow. There's a rainbow within the illustration. But it's like one thing after the next, one thing after the next, because I see that this truck is stuck in like some kind of muddy situation. It's almost like just one thing after the next. Tell me more about this energy, of this stuck energy. It's like this is teacher. People, 4. So one of these 5 people, one of these 5 groups of people is helping you through the situation. Wisdom, knowledge, inner standing, understanding. It could be an inner standing, something where you're following your inner guidance, not necessarily, again, because I'll speak about the wish. I also made a video where I speak about where I feel I've connected to my 5-star. Going back to what I was speaking of before, that soul tribe, soul family energy. Like that star 5 where there's a 5 channels then, say, that I can listen to, or you can listen to for inspiration, motivation, or whatever it is that you may be able to energetically pull from that channel in order for you to get to this healing light. Cards increase. Cycle 3. Tell me more about this energy of increase. Courage. Going back to the energies that I was speaking of, and I was going to speak about that also because there was a live that I watched, and the live was in regards to the illusions of the Wizard of Oz. I wouldn't even go into it as deep as the live was, deep live. But if I pull from it a section from it in relation to the energies that I tapped into over the last, call it, year, you know that saying when they say when the student is willing to learn, the teacher will appear. Listen, the Most High descends the right people through to me at the right times in order to decipher what it is, the energies, the realms that I'm within, in order to break down the energies that I'm surrounded by. Teacher, see a way through this, because there's definitely a way, there's a light at the end of it. But you just need those right set of people around you, that loving man, that loving energy. In order break down that courage to get to this. Increase. Tell me more about the energy of the Northern Night in regards to the energy of this reading, this change. Coming towards those who resonating with the energy. What's coming towards those who resonating with the energy of this reading in regards to this energy of the people. This Northern Night. Wants to fall over, and it says new beginning in the reverse. So it's like this energy again is coming through. It's like an energy of feeling depleted, like fed up, like where do I go from here? Someone's needing encouragement right now, reminding, because this is not somebody who doesn't know what to do. This is somebody who's kind of tired of doing what it is that they're doing. Seeking some courage right now. Inspiration. Tell me more about this energy of stuff. That's stuff here for those who's resonating with the energy of this reading. These cards want to kind of slip out. We've got a powerful move and broken open. Highly relevant. You've been broken open for this powerful move that's coming towards you. It's almost like you've got a fear of what this increase can be. It's like you're blocking your own abundance that's destined for you. There's a baby in the illustration here. This illustration is looking straight towards that increase, but there's a fear of. So tell me more about this energy. What's blocking this change for those who resonate with the energy of this reading? Great and full. Card number 4. And when I say generational breaker, because when I see the number 8, I see the number 8 as an infinite energy, a generational energy. So when I see the number 4, it's like that's half of 8. Generational breaker, break that cycle, new beginning. Tell me more about this energy of great and full in regards to this energy of stuff. Let it go. Card number 24, break it down to 6. And it's again, this is a green energy. To do with the heart. There's a need to be grateful within the situation of what it is that you do have. There's a rainbow within the background of it, behind you. Divine Matrix, card number 44. 4 and 4, break it down to an 8. This is a divine matrix that was stuck in the fear of you wanting or seeing yourself within this new beginning that you're destined for, that you worked this hard to get towards. You're right there. It's within this light, within the end of this forest. Fully armored up. This kind of reminds me of the season that I did, the Warrioress of Little Red Riding Hood, or the Courage of Little something called the other, but the Little Red Riding Hood season that I did. breaking through those barriers in order to do this healing, in order to get to this increase, this abundance, this victory and success. Whatever these challenges may have been, it's like you found the right group of people in order to get the right inspiration and the motivation in order to come out of a procrastination. But I'm hearing the realization is being real. What's at the other side of this for in regards to this energy? What's the other side of this for? What's unknown to those who resonate with the energy of this reading? What's at the other end of this for? Through these trials, these tribulations, body and soul, card number 5 again. Mind, body and soul. So it's like maybe there's a health issue here where you're needing, it's almost like I said, that energy of depletion, burnout. That vehicle is burnt out, it's not going nowhere. It's stuck where it is right now. So it's like your mind's made up, your mind's sure, chariot energy. There's a surety, like somebody's reached that consciousness of where it is that they're needing to be right now in order to get through this energy. The courage is all there, but maybe somebody right now is just kind of losing a bit of faith because it's just one thing after the next, one thing after the next. But be grateful for what it is that you do have. How is it that you can get yourself out of this stuck in the mud situation? Because there's always a way out. Maybe there's something that's needing to be let go of in order to restore that balance within you. Heart chakra energy. I need to forgive. Tell me more about this energy of courage. As I'm asking about courage, I'm noticing that I forgot about the teacher. So maybe there's a need to have to pay your dues is what I'm hearing right now, but don't forget about your teacher. Don't forget about your teacher. Don't forget about... Let me just say don't forget about your teacher. Tell me more about the energy. Your inspiration is what I'm hearing. And we've got here card number 22. Tender embrace. That's that balance. I'm hearing that foundation balance. Again, if I go back to one of my songs, Britwa. Me coulda this them in a Britwa. A little British, little swag, a little patwa. Them don't know nothing about my nature. Me coulda crawl upon them like a creature. Them remember for me teacher. Him said, daughter, no worry about the viper. Lava the media, no study be the preacher, daughter. If you have to tell your story, then you tell it in a Britwa. Show the world, show the... Look up for your nature, daughter. Let me tell you about my mother, woman of spice. From Grenada, my father. High influence, straight from Jamaica, my teacher. Granny 1, Granny 2, Granny 3. That's where me say me get me energy. From Grenada. And I see this card here, I didn't see it originally. It's spirit of gratitude. I'm grateful to each and every one. That's what I just called within that song right there. Because each and every one has made me who I am today in some way, shape or form. So there's those within your foundation that dealt with you in a tender way, that helped you get through the rough. You know when they say the rough with the smooth? You've always been spiritually guided. Card number 7. You've always been spiritually guided, spiritually protected. Whether you was aware of it or unaware of it. I'm hearing just the right set of people. Coming up with this energy of body and soul. Take care of self is what I'm hearing right there. And it's got grand sympathy, and it fell over on the divine matrix. Card number 27. There's a completion coming to this, a victory and a success that I'm hearing music to your ears. It's surreal to you. It's a different way. The Oracle's gift. Card number 37. That's that new beginning. It's almost like you can't believe I'm hearing ordained to be, destined, and that's your mission, and that's why you've gone through one thing after the next, why you lost trust within the world that I'm hearing right now around you, lost faith within yourself, within spirit, within belief, within this matrix. It's almost like your eyes have, well, not almost, you have seen. I see whoever I'm connecting to, your eyes have opened up to the world and the people that's around you. Again, I hear another song which I think I also recorded. I'm going to upload separately. I'd rather move alone. I asked the Most High to send me two clones. I will set all my dome. And I feel like that's what you're learning right here, especially where in 1010 reading Soul Tribe, Soul Family came out. Some people are connecting to people over the world through the internet. Energy of 5. Show me the energy of let it go. And it says the line between. Middleman, grey area, card number 4. Again, that's that 4 energy. That's that energy that needs to be broken. There's too much effort to hold on to that. It's all carefully worked on as well, like it's all been taken care of up there. Bridges are being made. It's like it's been made to fit in, to hold up, to stay there. But it can't last forever because that's not stable. Looking at the imagery of this, that island there is not stable. Whatever needs to be let go of needs to be let go of. And again, it's that green energy. It's that same. I'm hearing take what you need and let the rest go. Take what you need and let the rest go. Forgiveness. Again, it's the energy of 4, where it says card number 40. Tell me more about this grey, the 4 energy. It's like, is your cup, when you have a glass of water, is it full or is it half empty? How is it that you see this? How is it that you're looking at whatever it is that's stemming from the foundation, the installation, what was installed within you from the foundation, the installation? How is it that you're viewing it? I feel like someone are looking towards those who were tender within their foundation, those who they can truly learn from. Going back to another one of my songs. And it says, I have to respect my Uncle Bunny. Proverbs 4 verse 4. Hear ye children, the instruction of our Father. Hear ye children, the instruction of our Father. Me have to love me mother and me have to love me father. And them set up people, yeah, them teach me about imposter. Them tell me say you never judge a book by its cover. No worry who grass over there, make it greener. Not everything that gold that will make it glitter. Watch what them a come with and you watch what them a offer. Remember say you have your angels and ancestor. I watch over you like a movie, blockbuster. Not never know so them is a samurai fighter. Not never know so them a carry feed them sniper. So when me daughter me no want you for keeper. Remember say you have your Remember say you was not coming to speaker. Remember say you have them picnic there, you are them keeper. What them call me, what them call me, Reefy. So what them call me, what them call me, Reefy. But that's a the friends and that's a the family. One thing about me, would I refill your energy. The number there, with the loyalty. I can go on and on. Like, I've just been in this childlike energy from since the Pisces moon energy. That's how I kind of snapped out of it. I just transmuted that energy into creativity, physically and creativity music-wise. You can see me highly lyrical, this me, and I shall put you in a box, myself to put you in a cubicle. This me and I shall put you in a musical. I'm an impress, no time for broad. Go palm my knees, all and let's make a call. Granny 1, Granny 2, Granny 3. Transmuting energy, find ways to transmute your energy. For an example, for me, it's writing, creativity, comprehensive. Well, I don't even want to call it comprehensive no more. It's download of the energy that's surrounding within the air, within my life. Through building, I like to be physical and get my hands into projects. And that's been my overall lifesaver over this year, especially throughout my life, but this year especially. And that's thanks to that teacher energy, that I'm able to do a lot for myself. And again, this is another way that I like to transmute my energy. From since a child, I like to see the vision and put words to the vision. Again, comprehensive writing. Where I had certain blockages within the foundation, I've noticed where tarot oracles especially has opened me up. Let me not even say tarot oracles. YouTube has opened me up in order to express, talk. But again, that's within my foundation. Going back to my grandfather energy. He's a man that was always holding the camera. Or is, let me say, always holding the camera. So after a time, I realized that it's within my generational build-up, my generational DNA. He's now 90 plus. Definitely one of the strongest men I know. Courage, determination, willpower. There's a need to draw on that foundation energy and remember who you are. Because you are only an extension of, you understand, them. Just like the next generation is an extension of us. What is it that we're going to bring to the table? What tenderness is it that we're going to bring to that generation? That I Alpha generation. I'm Generation X. Ancestor message. Ancestor message for those who resonating with the energy of this reading. What's the most important message for those who resonate with the energy of this reading in regards to getting to this increase into this divine matrix energy? In regards to moving out of the fears of this card wants to come out, of this new beginning. It says respect your physical body. Again, mind, body and soul, going back to needing to take care of self. Somebody's needing to retreat right now. There's a need to retreat. There's a need to go deep into the forest. Kind of an energy is what I'm getting here. Retreat. I'm seeing a cabin there. And it's kind of like at the end of this energy here. So I'm seeing these two energies as the same energy. There's a need to retreat, to go within. But I feel like you've done that. Tell me more about this energy. What's the most important message for those who resonating with the energy of this reading in regards to this oracle's gift? So it says enjoy new beginnings, but it never wants to come neither in the upright nor the reverse, and it definitely fell over a grand sympathy. Celebrate, socialize, and change. It's almost like you're weary of it all. Like I'm weary to socialize. The first thing that stuck out for me there was socialize. It's like I'm hearing the power of the tarot. The power of the tarot is real. But I think it would be much easier if we see this as energy. 12 dancing princesses and energy. Those who wished upon a star, it's an energy for those who resonate with. The energy of the two little witches is an energy. It's not necessarily two, it's an energy of. But what I'm noticing within the tarot world is ego. Ego. As I say that, I'm getting the phrase that's on one of my tarot, and it's like the higher you climb. It's a Jimmy Cliff song as well. I can't remember the words right now, but it's like the higher you climb, or the bigger the ego, the longer the drop, the fall. Like I said in the beginning, the same Most High that giveth is the very same Most High that will take it away. You need to have a humble heart. But what I see is a lot of ego, a lot of following that yellow brick road energy. Going back to the live I was talking about that I saw, and it's a deep live. But what I pulled from it, and there was a question, one question that kind of, when I heard the question, reminded me of this, because it was, why didn't Dorothy take the red brick road? And who even noticed the red brick road? I'm not even going to lie, I didn't. But instantly I understood the question. Because in life, one thing we were all blessed with is free will, choice. And then I kind of said to myself at the time, maybe the red brick road was a road that she was already familiar with. Foundation, red, going back to your chakras. Maybe it was an energy that she was familiar with already. You know, she already had the shoes. You know the saying, I've got the t-shirt, kind of an energy. So maybe she decided to go down the yellow brick road. Illusions. Two ways of getting things in life. The fast way or the hard way. And the yellow brick road was the fast way, going back to the deepness of that life. That's the road of where you may sell drugs, like to get money quickly. You know, that fast way of living, fast life came through within the seasons that I was doing, that karmic energy, that third party energy. Third party is people, places and things. How it is that you're living your life in order to get to where it is that you're wanting to get to, your wishes and your desires. some people will work hard for it, like the energy in the card right here. You can see it. This is somebody that's worked hard for what it is. You understand? That they're trying to strive to. And then you've got the other road. But it's about choices. Choices, choices, choices. Decisions, decisions, decisions. What would you do within those times? Going back to that breaking news segment that I did, which I kind of took down some, because it was that deep. That was definitely this middleman, this middleman grey area, which is attached to generational energy, which is heartbreaking. I'm hearing wrenching. You know, when you use the wrench to deal with cars, like heartbreaking. The realization of the installation of who you are, and having to now have the courage to move forward. When I see this card now, I'm hearing the part of my song when I say, you're not frightened of the Most High, not of the one of the land, but the one of the night, the moon and the star and the sea, or something like that. I said it's within the song again, but it's that, and I said something about you. Not frightened, say hella place like could that freeze you. Not frightened, say hella place like could that freeze. Jeez, you have to make a order to stop me. For you, me say. That could have risky for go back in a time, except for go back in a history, for so feel the mystery. When the most time I say, that's when him bless me. It's like you found out about some kind of betrayal, kind of an energy, and it's heartbreaking. It's like someone's just taken off, wasn't looking where they're going, and just got stuck in a rut right there, leaving behind the Ten of Cups energy. Deep. Very deep. Tell me more about this energy or stuck energy. What's this energy that you resonate with? It's stuck in regards to the self-healing. It says pay attention to the signs, and it fell over here, and it's again card number 10. At this time, when you're crossing over between then and now, card number 5, sadness. Be mindful of how you're crossing over, what it is that you're taking with you, and what it is that you're leaving behind. What's that picture that you're painting in remembrance? Going forward, I noticed that there's a paint, pastel, pedal, whatever you call those things, in the corner there. Pay attention to the signs on the way through when you're walking through with your courage, in that hermit energy, that self-confined energy. When you're thinking and looking back on your wrongs, because that's what you're needing to do, if that's not what you're doing already. What's your part to play within this matrix? Let it go. Find the courage to forgive yourself in this situation, also for making the decisions that you made in order to get to where it is you are now within that rut. Tell me more about this energy and what's to come. In regards to this, enjoy new beginnings. What's preventing this energy? Because it's neither in the upright nor the reverse. And this is attached to the energy of the oracle's gift. This card wants to come through. Wild, it came through again in another reading. Tell me more about this energy. I want to get a flyer, so let's see. Tell me more about this energy of what's blocking this. Enjoy this new beginning. Again, but talking about the card Wild, which is card number 15, which I said is very relevant here within that 15. Wildlife, I'm hearing. Tell me more about the energy. of what's blocking. It's like someone's very looking back and observing their life from beginning till now, what it is that they've overcome. Self-love. Card number 24. Break it down to 6 again. That's the balance here. Being grateful for each and every scar that you own, because that's the warrioress or warrior within you that's got you to where you are right now. The things that you've endured, the things that you gain wisdom from, knowledge, understanding that you're not able to pass on. I alpha energy, not just for your own children, but for the children that's around you, the children that you're going to become in connection with through one way maybe or the other. It was just this evening, my son was on call to a friend, and they asked the question of what's his religion, or what's my religion. Sorry, not what's his religion, what's my religion. I said, I'm not religious in the slightest, I'm spiritual. And they kind of went on and like to say, but what do you class yourself? So I just said an Israelite, going back to my song. History, me know me is a real Israelite. Me say history, me know me is a real Israelite. You understand? Judge who, judge me, judge you. This is about me and this is about you. You understand? That's my song that I've got up on YouTube right now. Pull it up a year or so back. But it's deep energy. Everything is being relevant. Like I said, my music is highly connected to the energy of my readings. I didn't even know I was musical until I was musical. You know? Creativity. What's the teacher here to help overcome? What's the teacher here to help overcome? So this is resonating with the energy of this reading. Because again, I'm going back to here now. Something was lost and now something is found. And it kind of brought me back to that church hymn. I'm not going to try and sing it right now because my voice is coarse. I shared it on my Facebook though, for those who's also connected to my Facebook page. Intuitive wisdom. Something was lost but now it's found. Could it be that one? Energy, that mind, body and soul could also be card number 3, mind, body and soul. I'm hearing relevant. Everything is being relevant. Everything makes sense now. And I noticed, this is what I noticed also, two different decks, but the illustration is mirroring the 12 dancing princess that locked in captivity to the more modern times of where somebody may have wished upon a star at a young age. Relevance, look at the hands. Energy, not just individually, energy. That wish could have been anything, it means anything to however it means for you. Take it as it resonates. Tell me more about the energy of the teacher. What's the teacher here to help heal for those who resonate? Temptation, card number 19. I'm hearing dancing with the devil right here. Temptation, at the bottom of the deck. Beauty, I'm hearing beauty and the beast. That opposite attracts energy, the unlikely. I'm going to pause and I'm going to find this book. Alright, card number 27, the Grand Sympathy. Inclusivity, being part of the whole, removing bias, seeing the interconnectedness of all, knowing that everything you do has a consequence, unity, consciousness, the end of division. As human beings, we have the tendency to see ourselves as separate from others. This perception is the root of the cosmic joke played on us all. Although our five senses and intellect can help us manage our experiences in the material world, and intuition helps us navigate the invisible, we still struggle with the issue of identity and how we fit into the whole. You're facing a paradox today. You need to focus on being your unique self, for only you can bring your own special harmony to the sympathy of the world. But equally, you need to learn to be selfless and put we before me. Seeing yourself as part of a consciousness that unifies us all. That's exactly what I was saying. We. This is a collective energy. The power within the tarot. The power within the tarot. And this is why I just kind of, without sounding egotistical, but I mean, I do listen to other channels that I find inspiration and motivation from. But I've also listened to my own messages that I put out. Because when you listen back, well, for me, when I listen back, I hear another message than the one, not even another, but more in depth than as I'm speaking it. Because as I'm speaking, sometimes I forget what I said at the beginning, unless I'm kind of nudged back to it. But when I listen back, when guided to, it gives a whole new insight, let's say. So continuing, it says, you're being invited to step back and see the bigger picture until your individual part on the world stage disappears and blends with the glory of all life. It's true that who you are and what you do counts in far-reaching ways. Consider this, though, when you listen to music, it's the whole, not any single note on its own, that makes the song come alive. So today, ask yourself, can you be a part of something bigger? Can you put your principles and needs of the group above your own wants? Can you fully embrace the concept of unity in diversity by celebrating all the notes in the sympathy? If so, then you will indeed be wise, and whatever you are dreaming about will be fulfilled beyond your wildest hopes. It's time to do your part to sing in harmony with others, stay in tune, and learn the new harmonies and notes such as sweetness arise. Such sweetness will arise. Going to card number 37, so this is the energy of 10 again. So what I've just read was card number 27. Moving on to 37, sorry, which is the Oracle's gift. 10. Pay attention to the signs. 10. Don't hold on to the sadness. 5. Moving towards the 8th generational, moving past the generational patterns, thinking patterns, habits, procrastination. Tell the energy of Kiska, you only know my name, not my story. Going back to a reading I did just before season 9. The Oracle's gift. Second sight, clairvoyance, seeing the future, fate as a future determined by the choices you make now. Seeing the signs around you, recognizing potentials versus absolute determinism. When we ask for a sign from the universe, we are essentially asking for divine guidance that we believe needs to come from a source outside of us. This is because we don't always trust our intuition, our ability to read between the lines and see beyond the time and space. And so we ask for the signs and look for the mystical resources that our mundane lives don't seem to offer. However, an oracle simply provides an answer that is already inside of us. Oracles show up in myriad ways. Sometimes you see a billboard or hear a song or pull up an oracle card and you get the exact message you need to support your choices or show you the way forward, regardless of how the sign appears. An oracle is a reminder that you are part of a vast universe. You are witnessed by the great mystery and loved and cared for. It's a reminder that life is magical. You are magical. Today, trust in your own capacity to know what is right, to tune into source, and also be able to read the signs. Pay attention to the signs. To read the signs. Reflect on what is true and real within you. Let this oracle give you the gift of knowing that you are indeed on the right track. Repeat the mantra. The light within me creates miracles in my life. The magic inside you, outside you, all around you, and within you. The Isis message. Isis message in regards to the energy of this sadness. For those who are stuck in this energy of fear. Right before the abundance, the victory, and the success, the healing. So we've got pillar of light. It says pillar of light burning bright, earth star below, soul star above. Burn away all that is not light, transform all into unconditional love. Star of Isis descend, your blessings and peace without end. Grace me now with peace and protection, completely embraced by divine perfection. I noticed it wants to show me this card, this spirit, spirit gratitude. That's being thankful in specific Isis. In general, your spirit guides those who's around you of guidance and protection throughout your journey of going through this dark forest, that rabbit hole. Be thankful for at least having this lantern and that owl that's perched at the top here. That's wisdom and inner knowledge, inner guidance, inner understanding. That's already there. You're just gonna have a lot of remembrance through this journey, this dark journey, through the shadow to the light. Get some fairies. You know you've got some fairies. Come out quick too. Moon energy. It's a surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Don't fear the dark. Allow your emotions to guide you to where it is that you're needing to be right now. It's only until you're true to yourself can you then become true to anybody else. Wisdom. Have you ever been told that you are wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. Shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. Again, I'm hearing show the world the real you. Don't hide who you truly are. It's almost like who you are through this creativity. The world is needing to see as part of that unity, that healing, in however that may resonate for you as a collective. What's the energy? What's the energy that those who resonate in you? What's the blockage here? For those who resonate in this stuck energy. 2 cards. So we've got presence. I feel like that's a self-awareness and intelligence, not understanding exactly who you are and the intelligence that you hold within yourself, that wisdom that's within yourself because of how you see things. It's almost, I'm hearing, not holding onto things, allowing your chakras to activate in the directions and leading you in the directions that you're needing to go in, head towards. North node energy. It's like you're moving away from this south node energy and you're moving into a new beginning, but very fearful of it because comfortability, I may guess. Guilt, I'm also hearing remorse. What's needed to overcome this energy? What's needed to overcome this energy? Mind. Go within the mind, shine within. Share your thoughts, share your openness, flexibility, your imagination, what it is that you've learned through your creativity, imagination, expression, originality, and your passion. Shine from within. That's what's needed to happen right now. This is what you're needing to do in order to overcome. Because again, you're an oracle. The oracle's gift of teaching, healing in regards to self-love. It's like someone's not feeling confident within themselves, within their own journey. Intuition, trust, insight, awareness, and guidance. It's like you feel like, how can you be guidance when you're going through tower after tower? Because let me tell you this, when you help heal another, or even just listen, as small as just listening, you're healing a part of yourself through just listening. Because it then gives you a chance to go within and see a situation from another perception. Maybe you've gone through that perception before and you can then interject. Or it may be something that you can also learn from and then gain an opinion, which can then help you within your own situation through communication, healing. And that's how unity works, through sharing knowledge and wisdom and not allowing the power of the tarot, in example, cause a division within the spirituality. You understand? Overlook, bottom of the deck. Greed. For the money and the fame and the fraud. 14, break it down to a 5. What are you willing to do at the bottom of the bar in order to gain what it is that you needed to gain? I'm hearing, don't lose yourself. Be humble. When I look at this image here, I see nothing but humbleness within the energy. Nothing but humbleness. Let's see what's needed to be surrendered. Surrender to your full power. Your life is calling for you to step into your full power rather than play it small. Surrender to resentment. Someone's still holding on to resentment. It was in the reverse. It says holding on to resentment only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. As I was reading that, I was hearing, forgive them, for they know not what they do. Surrender comparisons of other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths and attractiveness and power. Again, this is going back to when I say not being egotistical, but I look at a lot of my recordings. And not only that, but I also learn more when I look at my own recordings and what it is that I may need to improve on within my reading style. You know, you can learn from yourself if you, non-objective, I think is the word I'm looking for. When you can see the situation from another perspective, bird's eye view. See where it is that you need to also make changes within yourself in regards to the situations and moving forward. What is it, whoever I'm resonating with, what is already being surrendered in regards to the energy of this reading? What's already being surrendered within the energy of this reading? take all of it, but I feel like it's relevant. So in this hand, we've got surrendered your addiction. So someone's moved away from addictions. I notice all of these are in reverse most of the time. Surrender to miracles. Be open to the miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So someone's actually got over the energy of probably some form of addiction. An addiction that they thought that they could never overcome. But through the grace of the Most High and strength and courage and determination and willpower, trusting within self, you got there. But now at the final hurdle, it's like you're stumbling because of the power that you realize that you've gained within yourself, the knowledge and the wisdom, your inner standing. You surrendered unhealthy relationships, or you need to surrender unhealthy relationships. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and be surrounded by positive people. Surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. And these other cards also came out in this hand. Surrender to wonder and awe. Open to magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy and flow. Surrender fear, and I feel like this is what this reading is about. Fear of what's to come within this energy of a higher consciousness. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. I feel like it's that energy of keeping yourself balanced between spirituality and practicality. A lot of moon energy here. Surrender your attachments to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen. Then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. That's trying to force things to make it happen before it's time. Divine timing's at hand. Nothing is going to happen before it's time. You may force a situation to happen now, and it just wasn't the right time. Something may come and counteract what it is that you've been doing, because you're trying to go against divine timing. Bottom of the deck, I've been guided to go to. Surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Don't let anybody influence your decision, especially when you come so far. That final hurdle energy. Don't let anybody come and sway you. That's that last energy trying to knock you off your path right there, right before the hurdle. That's the energy of going down the yellow brick road at the final hurdle because you just can't wait any longer. Speeding up time. What's for you can't pass you. I wanted to pull some tarot, but if I do that, it's going to be such a long reading. I may do it in a separate. What's the most important message in regards to this healing? For those that resonate with the energy of this reading. Most important message for those who resonate with the energy of this reading. Although I feel more could be done, I'm hearing. 2 cards. It says sometimes the best decision is no decision at all. Decision, balance. Sometimes it's just once you've done what you need to do, let go, let God. Sometimes the best way to grow is just to simply let go. Again, double confirmation. Double confirmation. Release. Under the moon and the sun and the trees. That star energy again. But now, this is an adult from a child. I'm hearing 39. We've got card number 39. Release, let it go. Action. Baby steps are still steps, and they're better than standing still. This is a new deck for me. This is the African Goddess Rising. African Goddess Rising deck. Some of the names I'm not going to read if I can't pronounce. I'll just show to the camera. I will read from the book. So let's see, what's the most important message here? 1, 2, 3. Tell me more in regards to the most important message here, because it's just resonating with the energy of history. Cosmic power. Mama Lisa. Illustration for me. Manifestation, bottom of the deck. I'll show you. So this is card number 2. That's that balance. And I feel like that's that inner balance within you. Card number 2. Mama Lisa, goddess of cosmic power. Temple, threshold, guardians, element is air. Mama Lisa is the force of mother, father, goddess. Mama is the moon, the divine feminine. Lisa is the sun, the divine masculine. They came together during the Phonip eclipse to create cosmic power. Mama Lisa's guidance. You are in the right place. Release the fear of your power. You are sacred. You are magic. Now that you know this, you can no longer pretend not to. And I feel like that's the kind of overwhelming energy that someone's moving away from. I feel like that's that stuck between that realms in disbelief of the inner power that you have to just knowing, your intuition, your psyche. Everything is just heightening for you, especially now in this month. It says rise up into your magnificence. Love and accept yourself fully to unlock everything you seek. Stop pretending to be less than who you are. Your real power has nothing to do with external gain. Cosmic power cannot be destroyed or lost. You were created by the same force that birthed the sun and the moon. Goddess declaration. My power shines forth from within. Show the world the real you. Data, no worry about the Viper, no study for the preachers, I want the media, data. If you are going to tell your story, then you tell it in a Brit for data. Show the world, show them little about your nature, data. Okay, I think I'm going to end it there because my voice is tired. There's a message in regards to the energy of this reading, for those who resonate with the energy of these 12 dancing princesses, wish upon a star. Root chakra, stability, commitment and grounding. Oak tree visualizations to find inner strength. Visualize an oak tree and ponder its qualities, strength, endurance, stability, deep-rootedness. Repeat each of the following affirmations. I have the strength to endure the upheavals of life. I am grounded and secure. I embody courage. I draw sustenance from the world around me. And even though that's a foundation card, it's a solar plexus color. And then we've got here throat chakra, expressing yourself. Yantra meditation to enhance listening and communication. Gaze at the yantra on the back of this. With half-closed eyes, look at the 16 purple petals, starting at the top. Slowly rotate your gaze clockwise. Move your gaze towards the pointing blue triangle, representing the lower energy being funneled up through the throat, and to the circle representing the element space. Then focus on the elephant, whose trunks connect earth and heaven. Say the mantra, Ham, to yourself. That's that Ham. And as I say that, I see this energy here. Elephant energy, tender embrace. So now I see this as a spirit energy. This is the kind of tenderness that you had from a very early age, from the spirit world around you. Not only just in the physical you may have experienced this, but you had this energy surrounding you from in the spiritual realm. Bottom of the deck, heart chakra, opening to compassion, rebalancing your I'm not going to pronounce that energy. Try asking yourself the question below to assess whether your heart chakra energy is out of balance. If you answer yes to any of the questions, you may benefit from working with this energy. There you go. Do I find it hard to express my emotions openly and from the heart? Are there people I must forgive in order to be free? And for what must I forgive myself? Do I allow emotional wounds to control me, or am I holding on to grief? I guess these are all questions that need to be asked to move forward. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pause there and I'm just going to pull a couple oracle cards. Not oracle tarot, sorry. Alright. Coming up, this energy, this stuck energy. What's the message? Six of Cups, past energy. So this is to do with your foundation, childhood, children. But that's that Six of Cups energy. Tell me more about this energy of the Six of Cups. For those who resonating with this energy, this stuck energy. I just keep hearing I once was lost but now I'm found. The Hermit energy in the reverse. That could be a very low depression kind of an energy, low vibe energy, overdoing the energy, in isolation for far too long, needing now to step out now. It's like you've done the work that you're needing to do, but you're still within that Hermit energy. That procrastination energy, still looking back and nostalgia energy. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. But I feel like that's only fear of strength. That's only fear of what's to come. The energy of 8, the cycles that you've broken. 4 of 1, wants to fall over 1 to 6. Again, that's that foundation energy. Fear of that goblin. Just to cross over the bridge, breaking those barriers, nostalgia, looking at the things that was haunting you, that trauma energy growing up, is still keeping somebody stuck. I'm hearing somebody needing to kind of snap out of it. Easier said than done, I know. But there's a need to find the strength or courage here. Tell me more about this hermit energy. Tell me more about this energy of the hermit. Falling on the strength card, and we've got the lovers card. Decisions. I'm seeing it as the decision right now. Making the right decision. Choices of what's needing to be done after this time of isolation. Overdue, long overdue. Decisions are needing to be made. Balance is needing to be restored right now. Tell me more about this energy of the lovers. Again, this is tell me more about the energy here. We've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. He wants to fall over on the energy here of temptation. Queen of Swords in the reverse is somebody who's in a very indecisive energy. So it's almost like a confusion kind of energy, not very assertive kind of energy. I'm hearing bitchy kind of energy, not seeing yourself for who you are, allowing others to maybe manipulate your view of yourself, looking at others and thinking like you may not be like them, or you're comparing yourself. Again, surrender yourself to comparison of other people, not having that faith and that courage within yourself and the gift of who you are. That confidence energy is what I'm picking up here. Strong Gemini energy with the Queen of Swords in the reverse and the Lovers. Tell me more about this energy of strength. Why strength here in regards to this energy of the Lovers? With the Queen of Swords. Virgo energy here as well. Tell me more about this energy. Leo energy is here as well. And then we've got the Knight of Swords. So there's a high, strong energy of air energy. So that's Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. But the King of Swords. So now we've got a pair here, and for me this is like a union, some kind of union, because we've got the Queen of Swords, and we've got the King of Swords, and we've got the Lovers, and we've got the Strength. But it's like the King of Swords is neither in the upright or the reverse. Indecisive energy, unsurety. Show me the energy of this King of Swords in regards to the energy of this reading. It's almost like I'm hearing dragons there. Someone's in an indecisive energy of what to do, whether to cut the cords off of this connection, this union. Tell me more about this energy of the King of Swords, either in the upright or the reverse, in regards to the energy of this reading. For those who resonated, spill over onto the Queen of Swords, Hangman energy. It's like somebody's tempted. At the last hurdle, it's like someone's being drawn back into the energy of their past. Someone's thinking about their past connection with somebody. It's blocking your awakening, your enlightenment. It's almost like gobbled. Not seeing something clearly. I can't remember the expression. Tell me more about the energy of this Queen of Swords in the reverse in regards to the energy of this reading. Emperor. Father energy, husband energy, child father energy. We've also got with the Six of Cups here and the Four of Wands. But this Emperor is in the reverse. So this is someone who's overbearing, overpowering their power, like manipulation kind of energy. also be narcissistic energy with the King of Swords here, either in the upright or the reverse. Someone manipulating the situation for how they're wanting it to go. Tell me more about the energy of this Emperor. Tell me more about the energy of this Emperor in regards to the energy of this reading. I have the Emperor here in the reverse. So we've got the Five of Cups, the Page of Cups, and this card, neither in the upright nor the reverse, is the Devil. Wants to fall over on the grand sympathy energy. The temptation energy. And this is the Queen of Swords. I'm hearing cutting your losses, crying over spilt milk. Tell me more about this energy of the Five of Cups. What's the Five of Cups here for this Queen of Swords? Ten of Pentacles. Could have been some kind of financial loss, financial gain, but in an unhealthy way. Tell me more about this energy of the Ten of Pentacles in regards to the energy of this reading. It's attached to the Devil energy as well, Capricorn energy. Tell me more about this energy of the Ten of Pentacles in regards to the energy of this reading. Neither in the upright nor the reverse, the Seven of Pentacles. Being mindful of planting your seeds and the investments that you're making in order to get to that finishing line. That two ways in life, fast way or the hard way. That yellow brick road. The illusion, going down that illusion road, the fastest way. Going back to the light, the fastest way in nowadays society is exploitation, drug dealing, that kind of energy, weapons, all of that stuff, and deeper. But it's neither in the upright nor the reverse. Again, another card just flew out. King of Cups, neither in the upright nor the reverse. I'm hearing for love nor money. Like this is, it's like, I'm hearing for love nor money, but that's not actually the expression. It's almost like what somebody would do for the money. For the money, and if your man be fraud, you should have said your soul, you should have said it to the Lord, oh God. You better you go find for you, sword. Go put it in your palms and go chant your psalms, oh Lord. Tell me more about the energy here of this King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups in this energy? Ten of Pentacles, sorry, Two of Pentacles, juggling. Somebody juggled. I kind of almost pick up a gambling energy. Somebody gambled with their Ten of Pentacles. Made a wrong investment. Possibly with a Queen of Swords. This King of Cups. Made a wrong investment. There was a lot of toxicity within the situation. With the Devil card here, there's an energy of wanting to break free from that. But there's a Page of Cups here. Page of Cups is childlike energy. Tell me more about this energy of the Page of Cups in regards to the energy of this reading. So I feel like this is another situation outside of you, is what's taking place. Tell me more about this energy of the Page of Cups in regards to the energy of this reading. I feel like this is that looking back. This is that looking back energy. Someone's looking back. It's either you're looking back on somebody or someone's looking back onto you. And the card that just came out here, the Fool card, neither in the reverse or the upright, directly over the devil card, Aries energy. And then we've also got the Seven of Wands. It's like feeling defensiveness in the dark. That's that fearful energy, escapism energy, trying to get away from a situation but very hesitant. I'm hearing from riches to rags, like a table is turned and someone's trying to escape that life. Someone's saying F the money, F the fame, F the fortune. Someone's running and looking for their sword right now. Someone knows that they're needing to repent for whatever it is that they invested in that didn't serve them any good within a situation. Someone juggled a situation here and is now in the Five of Cups energy, remorse, regret energy, possibly wanting to make some form of apology. But the Seven of Wands is an energy of feeling defenseless. I'm feeling it's in the upright, it's a defensive card. But for me, it feels like someone feels defenseless, like they feel like they're being followed. Here, conflict. Tell me more about the Seven of Wands in regards to the energy of this reading. Eight of Wands, neither in the upright nor the reverse. As I said that, I get a lot of activation within my sacral solar plexus chakra. But it's messing with someone's wishes and desires. It's messing with someone's passionate forward new beginning. It's creating that fear, is what I'm hearing right now. It's creating that fear to take that leap of faith forward. Tell me more, what's the blockage here with this Ace of Wands? Okay, neither in the upright nor the reverse. I'm hearing a split decision here. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got a lot here. We've got the Magician in the reverse. We've got the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's wanting to come to make some form of confession in regards to some kind of manipulation that was here to throw some kind of spanner, stop you on your path, on your mission. There's a snake within this. There's bats. There's all kinds of... And that fell over on the Fool card. Somebody tried to hinder your success and your abundance. And it's starting to play on somebody's mind. If somebody's feeling guilty for the things that they tried to do in regards to hinder you. But again, you have to understand when you're divinely blessed, you can only hinder, you can never stop. And it's not even necessarily that someone's hindered you, because nothing happens before its time. This is in the Most High's time and no time sooner than that. So when these people feel like they've got one over on you and that they've hindered you in any kind of shape or way, they have to understand they only hinder themselves by, I'm hearing, expectation. Tell me more about this energy of the Four of Wands. Why is the Four of Wands energy here? Two of Wands in the reverse. Decisions. Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles in the upright. Seeing what it is that you invested in grow, harvest. It's time to now pick your fruits. And we're in the time of harvest moon energy. Seeing seeing what it is that you put into a situation, but for somebody, I don't feel like it's anything great to that, or not the way that it was acquired. Tell me more about this energy of the Four of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles. Tell me more about this Four of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles. Neither in the upright nor it was in the reverse. Over on the Two of Wands. So we've got the Page of Wands and we've got the Page of Swords in the reverse. It's like I'm hearing robbing Peter to pay Paul. That's exactly how I heard it. Robbing Peter to pay Paul is what somebody had to do in order to make these investments. or at least somebody seen that somebody chose to go the harder route in life to get what it is that they want. I'm hearing admiration, someone's admiring somebody's decision and how it is that they overcome all the spanners that was put in the wheel to stop them from moving forward. Despite all odds, somebody still continued moving forward. And whosoever was trying to put you in that energy is in disbelief that you're still able to look at what it is that you're harvesting at the end of that dark tunnel. You can that there's light at your tunnel, regardless of the things that was set in your way to hinder you. I'm hearing, see, that's Pisca. That's what Pisca will look like in regards to the energy of this reading. This is the energy that tried to hold you back, tried to stop you, that was put against you. Near success spirit, Pisca, trying to block your will, trying to block your abundance from since childhood. This has been on you, around you. This energy of self-doubt, low self-esteem. But through that all, you fought through it. But now is the time to come out of that hermit mode. There's a need to come out of that hermit mode, or you have come out of that hermit mode. Tell me more about the energy of the hermit. Here in the reverse. Ten of Swords. That's the completion. That's the ending of something. The ending of this karmic cycle. The ending of feeling fearful and procrastinating in taking that leap. Seeing the tables turn, seeing that wheel now being able to spin. Tell me more about this energy of the hermit with the Ten of Swords in regards to the energy of this reading. The moment you pull those swords out and you get up from this energy, you're going to see the fruits of your labor. And we've got the Death card here, neither in the upright nor the reverse. Temperance, patience, Six of Wands, victory and success. King of Pentacles, security, provider. Temperance energy, that's that patience is a virtue. Ask and it shall be given is what I'm hearing right now. And I feel like somebody's waited for that wish. Someone's put in the hard work, even through the betrayal, the manipulation, the heartache, the depression, the low vibes, through it all.